Tes, tes. Dengar ke? Faisal, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, dengar.
Okay.
Video je lah. Akak tak dengar. Okay.
Dengar ke? Faisal, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, dengar.
Okay.
Bye. Tak bagi nombor email saya. Kita bagi email ni. Sign in with email.
Hello, testing. Testing. Can you hear me? Hello,
Boleh,
testing. Boleh?
boleh.
Okay, Syafiq, try
Yes.
test. Okay, right.
Right, mic test. Can you hear me?
Boleh, boleh.
Right,
Can hear
great.
you. Kak Hazel, can you hear me? Ada dengung tak? Because I changed my setting. Is it clear,
Yes,
Kak Hazel?
yeah.
Tak,
Yes,
tak dengung
not okay. Yes, tak ada.
Okay, alright.
Okay.
So insyaAllah we will start another 1 to 2 minutes, yeah, dear participants, right?
Okay. All right.
Assalamualaikum to all participants here with us today at Zoom and also live at YouTube. We will be starting our session at 10:15, so another around 6 minutes. All right, so thank you so much for being here. We will start around 10:15. Okay, thank you so much.
Passcode. Kalau tak nak sign in, passcode dengan ID masuk terus tak pakai PIN. Sampai kita masuk di PIN macam tu. Kita nak melawan-melawan. Kita dia apa? Tak ada pakai. Oh, itu yang semua lagi.
Tak lagi mood. Dah buka dah. Kita start lagi.
Okay, I think we're ready to start, yeah? So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good morning to all of our honorable guests, all participants, including potential candidates and all parents who are joining us today. First and foremost, I would like to thank each and every one of you for joining this virtual open day, and especially for your interest in the ACCFIA and ACCA program being offered by the Faculty of Accountancy UITM. So a very warm welcome to all. We have a lot of exciting things in store for you today, so therefore just keep back and relax and enjoy our virtual event. So today we are live through Zoom meeting and also the YouTube live. So everyone, if you have any friends, family members, or any acquaintances who might be interested in our program, please share with them our poster and our QR code link because there's still time to join us for this virtual open day. The more the merrier, as we say. Okay, so before we start, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nazreen binti Salhamid, and I am one of the senior lecturers at the Department of Professional Accounting Studies, UITM Shah Alam, and I'll be your MC for today. All right, so dear participants and dear parents, let me explain to you a little bit about our tentative for today. Okay, so we will start off with our promotional briefing by Mr. Shafiq Haris, followed by our alumni sharing session, in which we will have like a basically like an sort of like an interview or a kopitiam borak-borak session with our alumni, two distinguished alumni, Muhammad Izul Shahmi and Roliana. And towards the end of the event, we will open the floor for Q&A with our speaker, alumni, and coordinator. So hope everyone's ready. So we will start. But take note, dear participants, that you are required to mute your mic. However, feel free to open your mic during the Q&A session, which we will open towards the end of the event. But however, please take note that throughout the whole session of our event today, you can address your questions at the chat box, and we will answer them towards the end of the event. All right, so now let's kickstart our first part of our event today. So for the promotional briefing with us, we have Mr. Shafiq Haris, right, a seasoned tutor certified by BPP UK, who is currently teaching professional accounting program at UITM Cawangan Terengganu, Campus Dungun, with over a decade of dedicated experience in teaching the professional accountancy programs such as ACCA, ICAEW, and ICGSA. He managed to produce world prize winners and maintain passing rate above world rate. All right, so Shafiq's expertise are in subjects of ACCA, financial management, and strategic business leader. Very impressive. So let's give a warm welcome to our first speaker, Mr. Shafiq Haris. So I'll pass the mic to you, Shafiq.
All right. Thank you, Nazreen. Can you hear me, Nazreen?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Loud and clear.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Let me share my screen first. Okay. All right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning, everyone. Thank you again, Nazreen, for the brief introduction. Hopefully, everyone is doing great. I'm in Terengganu right now. Okay, dah 3 hari hujan tanpa henti. So hopefully, line internet will help will be okay for the whole of this session. Okay, so basically today, let it be just santai session. All right. I'm going to talk about quite an formal share quite a formal information, but then I prefer it to be more relaxed. Okay. So that we are in the weekend, so everyone will receive a very informative session. All right. Not in a so formal way lah. Okay. All right. So basically today, my presentation will be divided into 3 sections. Okay, first I will talk about the faculty of accountancy UITM. Then obviously we go to our main focus today, which is the professional accountancy program, focusing on ACCA, all right, ACCA FIA and ACCA as well. Okay, and later how should you apply, because mainly that is the whole that is the usual, okay, most frequently asked question by the students, by the parents, okay, on how to apply. Okay, let's start. So about the faculty. So yes, today's session is being organized by Department of Professional Accountancy Study, Faculty of Accountancy, UITM. Basically, in faculty, we are aligning our vision with UITM 2025. So UITM 2025, in brief, would like to achieve a globally renowned university. So as we are as well, all right, on the faculty part, okay, we want to be the globally renowned faculty. We want to produce worldly acceptable graduates, okay, that can just go anywhere, any parts of the business, anywhere in the world, Okay, and obviously the main idea, right? The main target will be these graduates to be employed by the top 100, right? Forbes 500 companies. Okay, so this is what we are trying to achieve, and this is what I've been doing for the past many years, right? And we are on track in achieving this. Okay. All right, next. These are the programs offered in Faculty of Accountancy, right from the certification, FIA, Foundation in Accountancy, up until postgraduate. But again, our main focus today will be on the professional accountancy. Just to inform, beside ACCA, we also have a CIMA program. Okay, but then that will be another day. All right, will be another session for that particular program. Today focus would be mainly on ACCA. Okay, all right. So throughout Malaysia, we have these campuses that offered accountancy program. However, for professional accountancy, we only have 3 campuses that offer the program. So for FIAs, ACCA FIA, we do offer this program at UiTM Shah Alam, UiTM Tapah, and UiTM Dungun. While for the ACCA level, it's only at UiTM Shah Alam. That's where our experts, lecturers, focus at the level 14, Menara Sultan Abdul Aziz Shah, in our Shah Alam campus. Okay. Okay, so accountancy, usually students, parents will ask, what's in the future of accountancy? What can I be with the accountancy qualification? And you can see through my slide, which provide many career option throughout the various level of corporate life cycle. All right from the beginning up until the very top of the rank in any corporate organization, from internal part, all right, as well as on the external, the consultation, the consultant. So these are the future. These are the prospect profession that can be venture once you have the qualification, especially the professional qualification. Okay, right. So to further understand, okay, we can divide this particular profession into internal and external. All right, the one that managing the company from the inside, the one that run the company from the inside, those are the internal part of the organization, of the department, as well as those coming from the outside, giving the consultation, giving the advice, running the business. Okay, from the outside perspective. Okay, so hopefully now parents, students, as well as diploma students, degree students, okay, we have a better understanding, we have a better idea. Okay, I'm not only going to be an auditor, I'm not only to be going to be an accountant. There are many other choices, there are many other pathways that you can create eventually. Okay, in once you have the qualification. And obviously, right, being someone with the qualification, it allows you to explore more, right, than what we have presented here. Okay, especially in doing your own business, all right, running your own business. Okay, so this is our alumni throughout the world. Yes, okay. We have this particular connections, networking with this outstanding alumni. Okay, they have been employed in so many companies in countries throughout the world. So it's a good network. It's a good what can I say? It's a good exposure, all right, for the upcoming student, all right, for the new students looking forward to be as successful as their seniors. But then as the alumni itself, all right, as the alumni themselves, okay, they have a very good connection, they have a very good networking, okay, and eventually will help each other. Okay, so this is what we very cherish in your Faculty of Accountancy, especially for the Department of Professional Studies. Okay, so professional pathway. So as you can see here, all right, from these slides, there are professional study. When we talk about professional study, it's not only ACCA. There are many other professional bodies that offer the professional qualification. For example, if you can see here, we have a CIMA, we have MIPA, ICW, okay, CPA, okay. But then, like I said earlier, in earlier slide, for UITM, okay, we do only offer ACCA and CIMA program, okay. But as you can, this particular pathways show you that in getting your professional qualification, you can come from many entry. Okay, you can come straight away from SPM. All right, it's either this way, all right, from SPM, or you can pursue your professional accountancy right after your diploma. Okay, you want to teach the diploma first, all right? You want to get the basic of accounting first through diploma. Yes, you can. All right. Some people choose to have their degree, okay, then only to pursue their professional accountancy. Yes, okay, we have that particular route as well. Okay, but then the special one over here, we also have a collaboration with Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia, where we have this particular ACCA module embedded in the matriculation program. That's what we call as JP Pro. Okay, you can see over there. All right, the JP Pro program, matriculation and UITM collaboration. So you see, eventually, there are many ways, there are many entry to get you to the professional qualification. Okay, all right. I believe that that should be the ultimate goal. If you venture into accountancy profession, okay, if you want to really climb out the corporate ladder, okay, that is the ultimate goal, to have the professional accountancy certification, because that certification, that qualification will eventually evaluate, all right, your knowledge, all right, your management skill, and bring up you to the upper level of the corporate cycle. Okay, all right. Now, SCCA, FIA at UITM. Okay, SCCA, FIA, and SCCA. Okay, so this is what I've mentioned just now. Okay, as you can see, these are the pathway. This is the route, right, to become chartered accountant. Okay, and hopefully by now, I believe that the awareness is getting is increasing, all right, on the reason, all right, why we should become a chartered accountant, and why the nation should have more chartered accountant. Okay, so for example, here chartered accountant is a person, all right, who has completed the necessary qualification and have, all right, gaining 3 years experience, which means they has the knowledge, all right, they have the knowledge, the qualification. At the same time, they are also have the experience, okay, to be, all right, the accountant. So that's what we call as chartered accountant. The value that they bring into the organization, into the business, that what makes them differ, all right, from those ordinary, all right, executive. So that's the value that we hope, right, to bring, to give, right, to be gathered by the student at the faculty. Okay. Right. Introduction to ACCA. I believe most of the audience, okay, is already know about ACCA. As simple as I can say, ACCA is a worldly recognized qualification. Over 170 countries in the world recognize ACCA. If you've been part of ACCA, if your parents, if the parents is the ACCA grad affiliates, fellow, whatsoever, we know the type of support given by the ACCA, making ACCA is the most, what can I say, is the most reliable and have a very strong student support. That is why ACCA is growing so fast in Malaysia, and it is why it is much easier for a student, for the new student, for the existing student, and even for the members, for the affiliates, for the fellow, all right, to keep gaining so much information, so much knowledge from the ACCA. Okay, all right. Now, let's say now can we focus on the pathways, okay, on the professional pathways. Okay, so if you're a student, if you're SPM candidates, for example, you are SPM candidates for this year, which means you are going to finish your high school by end of February, I believe, February 2024. result of SPM will be coming out in June 2024. Okay, so what can you do? What a choice that you have. Okay, so eventually from SPM, you can either pursue your diploma in accountancy for 2.5 years at UiTM. All right, we have a very good structured UiTM diploma program. Then after that, all right, once you have completed your diploma, then you can pursue the professional qualification, okay, for another 2.5 years. Okay, this is the first route. Okay, this is the first route. Or other than that, okay, if you want to do the conventional way, all right, you complete your diploma and degree first. That will take you to 2.5 plus 3 years, so 5.5 years, and pursue your professional qualification for another 1 year. Okay, right. Selalunya orang cakap this is jalan selamat lah, right? This is the safest way. You try to get your fundamental correct, alright? You try to get your basic strong, and only you attempt the professional qualification. This is the safest way usually. Okay, or else what can you do? Right, like I said, we have our special route from matriculation. You can enroll into JP Pro program, okay, at matriculation for 1 year. That program embedded ACCA syllabus. Right after you completed your matriculation, then you pursue your ACCA for another 3 years in UiTM Shah Alam. Okay, or else, okay, this is common, right? This is common route now for most of the SPM student. And what can you do? Right, after SPM, you pursue the FIA program first for 1 year, then you continue with ACCA for another 2.5 years. So if you're looking at the years over here, I believe that you will realize the last option here will give you the cheapest, the shortest way, all right, the shortest period to complete the program. Okay, for 3.5 years. That means after that, all right, you already have your professional qualification. Obviously, it's not come as easy as what you thought. It's challenging, but it's doable. All right, our graduates has shown a very good results. Okay, throughout the both programs, FIA and ACCA. So I believe most of the students now currently were looking at this. Okay, other than matriculation. Okay, so these are the option. Where can you start, right? Your study, okay, in ACCA. Okay, now ACCA FIA. Let us focus on ACCA FIA. Okay, ACCA FIA. Basically, this is a foundation before you go into ACCA. Okay, so this is a step forward. This is where the basics, this is where the fundamental idea, the introductions, okay, of the subject, of the critical parts of accounting being teach, okay, before you go, all right, any further in ACCA. Okay, all right. Basically, for UiTM, okay, we conducted FIA program for 1 year, all right, for 1 year. So we have 7 papers for ACCA FIA. Okay, all right. These are the 7 papers for ACCA FIA. So in the first semester, all right, you are going to take FA1, MA1, okay, FA2, MA2. All right, this is for the first semester. Okay, and the second semester, all right, another 3 paper, FBT, FMA, and FMA. All right, FBT, FFA, and FMA, as well as the ethic modules. Okay, you see, when you study professional accountancy, all right, you are being prepared to be a professional. So from the foundation level, all right, you are going to attempt all the papers that gears you towards that professionalism. That's why even you need to attempt the foundation in professionalism as well. Okay, all right. So these are the paper that to be attempted during FIA. Okay, and for FIA, not only for FIA eventually, for throughout the ACCA now, all the exam is computer based. Okay, that is when you start to get used to the computer. All right, this because that is how eventually accounting works now. All right, there is no more manual ledger, journal, and whatsoever. Everything is computerized. So you're starting right from the beginning. So even the exam, okay, will be CBE, on-demand CBE. The meaning of on-demand, which means you can sit the exam whenever, wherever you want. Okay, So after you completed FIA for 1 year, all right, before that, okay, after you have completed FIA for 1 year, next, all right, you are going to move on to ACCE level. Okay, in ACCE, we have two level. First one will be the applied knowledge. Okay, applied knowledge. These are the subject in applied knowledge. Okay, applied knowledge, if you are coming from the, for example, okay, like I said just now, if you're coming from FIA, all right, you will straight away go to applied skill paper. Okay, applied skill. So which means you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 papers left. All right, but then if you are coming from other program, for example, you are doing your A level, okay, and somehow or other you want to change to ACCA. Would it be possible? Yes, it is possible, but then you need to start from the applied knowledge. Okay, that means you have an extra 3 papers. Okay, so once you have completed the applied, all right, applied level, so you move on to the strategic professional, all right, strategic professional papers. This is when you need to sit for 4 papers. Okay, with 2 are the mandatory papers. Okay, the SBR, you can see here, SBR and SBL. Right, these 2 are the mandatory paper. And you have optional paper. You need to choose 2 from 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, from the 1, 2, 3, 4 remaining papers. Okay, you can choose 2 from there. Okay, which means this is where you finally get your specialization. Okay, for example, if you want to be a tax agent, right, you will attempt the ATX. Okay, if you want to focus on auditing, all right, you will take a triple A paper, AAA. Okay, all right. So these are the whole, right? These are the whole structure of ACCA program. Starting, okay, I'll go back. Starting from FIA, okay, which means this is a 1-year program. You're going to take 7 papers. Okay. Next, you proceed to the ACCA level. We have 2 levels in ACCA, applied level and strategic level. Okay, depends, okay, on your route. So there are different papers, there are different numbers of paper that will be attempted, okay, depending on your entry. Okay. Okay, next. This is the ACCA website. Okay, let's talk about exemption. Just now we focus on the SPM students. Okay. Okay. One thing I should share about this. If you're a SPM candidates, okay, and you score A for your accountant, for your principal accountant paper, right, you will get 1 exemption for FA1 paper. Okay, here. Okay, for FA1 paper, which means you have less paper to attempt if you score A for your SPM. Okay, for principal accountant, which means the first paper you will get the exemption for the first paper. Okay, all right. But then for other entry, for other route, you will get exemption as well. Okay, and how to know your exemption? You can go to ACCA website, and from there you need to key in your studies, right, your qualification and so on, right, and the ACCA will show you how many exemption that will get from your current level of studies. Okay, for example, if you are UITM bachelor degree holders, you will get the full exemption, whereby you only need to attempt 4 papers, 4 strategic professional papers only. Okay, but then if you're from other university, most of the universities already get the full exemption. Okay, but then it is better for you to check, okay, whether you get such exemption or not. Okay, the same goes for the diploma program. Okay, so you can visit ACCA website, right, just to check, okay, on how many papers that you manage to get the exemption. Okay. Why choose SCCA, FIA, or ACCA? Okay, all right. Obviously, okay, the most reason, most most of the students, most of the parents, reasoning of choosing ACCA is because ACCA is the fastest route, right, to become chartered accountant. Okay, as you can see just now, the one that I just shared with you. If you're coming from FIA program, it only takes you 3.5 years, right, to get the qualification, which means by the age of 19, 20, 21. By the age of 21, you already graduated, you already have the professional qualification. So that is the biggest reasoning, that is the biggest motivation eventually. Okay, and other than that, all right, it is obvious ACCA is widely recognized. I've showed you earlier as well. All right, our alumni is working all over the globe. Okay, uh, and then okay, better employee prospect. Okay, because ACCA also have their employees partner. Right, those employers that are actively looking for ACCA graduates. Okay, and uniform. Okay, and as well as uniform worldwide syllabus. ACCA syllabus is ACCA has a standard syllabus for the program for all of the countries. All right, recognizing ACCA, be it you are in Malaysia, Vietnam, okay, China, UK. All right, the syllabus is the syllabus are the standard syllabus. Okay, except for few papers. For example, here in Malaysia, we have our own taxation. Am I right? So the taxation paper in Malaysia, ATX, all right, the ACCA taxation paper will reflect the Malaysian tax standards, okay, as well as the updated and the new rules and regulation by the Malaysian government. That will only be the difference. But then all the other syllabus, all the other study structures, all the contents are standardized throughout the world, which means we, the students, the lecturer, all right, the tuition provider are at par with each other. That's why each semester we are competing with students throughout the world to be the best. Okay, to get the title, the prize winner, to be the number one in Malaysia, to be the number one in the world, because we are sitting for the same exam, for this tested for the same syllabus, right? Guided with the same structure. That makes the ACCA. That's the reason. The other reason why ACCA is recognizable, okay, throughout the world. Sekejap ya, I punya slide tak jalan pula ni. Right. It is right for me. Okay, whether now SPM, you're going to start your SPM soon. I believe some of the paper is already ongoing for the SPM level. All right. So these are the questions that you can ask yourself. Can whether the professional accountancy is suitable for you. Okay. Meanwhile, for degree and diploma student, you can ask yourself the same questions. Okay. Because from here, then only you have some realization, okay, on what to do, as well as put on your determination on achieving that goal. Okay. Parents, yes, okay, a word from the tutor. Parents, obviously, you can always guide your kids, okay, your children in choosing their study pathways. All right, but then I believe the final answers, okay, on eventually what they want to do is eventually at their hands. So we try to give them the best possible situation, the best option, okay, and obviously accountancy, okay, professional accountancy is one of the best option now. Okay, all right. Okay, so where can I say, where can I study ACCA FIA? Obviously, your ITM is the most prominent, okay, ACCA tuition provider. We have been awarded the platinum tuition provider status for, I can't remember for how many years. I've lost track of how many years that we have been we have been endorsed with this particular title. What is so important with platinum? Okay, so to get a platinum status, all right, a tuition provider needs to achieve certain standard. Okay, especially in terms of the passing rate. Okay, so each semester, each exam sitting, the tuition provider need to maintain the certain percentage of passing rate above the world rate, then only that particular tuition provider will be given this particular recognition as platinum status tuition provider. So which mean, all right, Alhamdulillah, all right, with the hard work of everybody in UiTM, we have managed to maintain this status from years to years and for years coming. So I don't have to say much, okay, on the quality and all the other parts of the our capability, okay, but then it's been shown by the ACC recognition as we are keep being recognizing as platinum tuition providers. Okay. Okay. This one again, all right, this is the if you are like I mentioned earlier for ACC FIA, this is for SPM route. Okay, three campuses offer the program, sorry. Shah Alam, Tapah and Dungun. Okay, if you want to be in a city life, okay, the vibrant of Shah Alam, so you can be at Shah Alam. Okay, kalau nak apa tu a bit not so vibrant, not so hectic as a city, so you can choose either Tapah or Dungun. Okay, Dungun duduk tepi pantai lah. Alright, Tapah also they have a very apa cantik campus over there in Tapah. Okay. Okay, so these are the papers to be attempted, okay, for the first and second semester. I've also mentioned earlier, all right, it's just that now I want to re-emphasize back, okay, because usually students, parents, will keep asking, apa anak saya duduk semester 1 paper apa ya, semester 2 paper apa. So this is what we the structure, okay, the study structure for FIA paper. Okay. Okay, for ACCA, all right. Also, I've mentioned earlier, okay, we do only offer ACCA in UiTM Shah Alam. So this is the study structure. Okay, if you're coming from FIA, so once you have completed FIA, you will go to you will go to applied skill, all right, applied level. So we'll start with semester 1, all right, performance management and financial reporting. Semester 2, okay, you will attempt law and taxation. Okay, and semester 3, okay, to finish off the fundamental, the F level, okay, you will sit for AA, all right, audit and assurance, and FM, financial management. Okay, so once you have completed this 3 semester, then you go, all right, to the ultimate level of the SCCA, okay, the strategic level. So the first semester, okay, the first semester you will attempt SBR. As I said, SBR is a mandatory paper and one option paper. All right, you can choose the option paper that you would like to focus on. And semester 2, all right, you will attempt SBL, Strategic Business Leadership. Okay, as well as with another optional paper. Okay, so these are the route for the ACCA program, inshallah. Okay, so if you are coming from FIA, right, you will start at semester 1. Okay, if you're coming from degree, you will start at semester 4. If you're coming from diploma, you will start at semester 1. Okay, if you're coming from matriculation from the JP Pro program, you will start at semester 1 as well. Okay, you see the the flow, right, from where should you start, what are the papers that you're going to attempt. Okay, right. This is our partners. Okay, as the UiTM is one of the oldest tuition providers in Malaysia. Okay, we have collaboration with so many renowned partners. So which means we keep getting latest update. All right, our tutors will be trained, will be updated with the latest information, with the latest scenario in the business, and we also engaging our students, okay, with these partners. Okay, for example, our student bodies at level 14, Apex, okay, is a very active student body. Okay, they have ambassador program with Deloitte, okay, with other big fours, and keep going to keep organizing events, activities with all these partners. Okay, and we do really have support from these partners because eventually our alumni, okay, they are currently working, okay, in this particular organization. Okay, that is the advantage that we have here in UiTM. Okay. Okay, over the years, this is what we have. This is not only what we have achieved. Okay, this is the highlight. This is the latest. This is the latest achievement. Okay, for our ACCA graduates. Okay, we are keep producing top student, world prize winner. Okay, best in class, best in Malaysia. Okay, from year in year out. Okay, this just an example to name a few. These are the latest one, the last semester. Okay, Julie, what we have here, okay, these two top students, okay, the ladies, two top students, one from UiTM Tapah and one from UiTM Dungun. Okay, which mean some people would say that do we have enough expert and to handle this program in 3 location? Yes, that is certainly. Okay, we have prize winner from Tapa, we have prize winner from Dungun, we have prize winner in UiTM Shah Alam, which mean throughout the system we have a standard expert. All right, we have a standard skill. Okay, throughout the tutors, throughout the syllabus and everything. So we keep delivering no matter which campuses you are pursuing your program. Okay. Okay, so sebenarnya ni tak boleh tunjuk ni kan sebab okay, tapi kita we want to be prudent. Okay, kita nak parents tahu, okay, because usually the main concern about studying ACCA is fees. Kita memang faham, okay, on that matters. So that's why during open day, okay, we are really understand the needs for the parents, okay, to know the fees. So basically these are fees. This is a tuition fees. Okay, tuition fees, for example for ACCA FIA, okay, the roughly, all right, to complete the ACCA FIA for 1 year, the tuition fees would be around 9,000 payable to UiTM and ACCA. Okay, tuition fee with UiTM as well as other fees charged by ACCA. Okay, in total, it's around 9,000. I would say this is the cheapest tuition fees, all right, compared to other providers. Okay, all right. So 9,000 for FIA. Okay, once you proceed to the ACCA, if you're coming, right, ACCA from ACCA FIA, that you need to spend another 22,000, which means less than 35,000 ringgit is required for tuition fees to complete ACCA. Okay, some of the degree on diploma program, okay, would cost you more than this, but then in UiTM, right, around 35,000 ringgit tuition fees, you already earn your professional qualification. Okay, but then if you're coming from matriculation, all right, there's only additional 1,000. Okay, for those coming from degree, sitting for their last 4 papers, the tuition fees would be 15,000. Okay, so this is the tuition fees. And some parents also ask about the accommodation. UiTM accommodation, I would say, is the cheapest. Satu semester around 400. We are talking about one semester. Okay, yuran college ialah RM400. If you are if you are renting house in Shah Alam, okay, you will not get a whole house, bilik sewa sebulan, I believe. Am I right? Monthly rent will be 400, but then in UiTM, per semester is 400. So that is a part that make us a difference. Okay, we try to deliver the highest quality of education. Okay, with the most affordable fees. Okay, funding option. Okay, so these are among the options to help ease the burden, all right, of the parents. Okay, especially those who can't afford to send their children, okay, on their own. So in Shah Alam and Tapa, we have study grant. Okay, students can also apply for PTPTN. Yayasan Peneraju, all right, do sponsors UiTM student. It's a partial funding from Yayasan Peneraju, but it covers as just because our tuition fees is cheap, so the partial funding from Yayasan Peneraju covers almost entire tuition fees. Okay, all right. So other than that, all right, you can keep looking for other sponsorship as well. Usually we have Bank Rakyat, M-Bank, this particular organization from time to time, parts of their CSR program, part of their employees development program. Okay, they keep giving scholarship. Okay, and if you are anak Terengganu, special for anak Terengganu, okay, you have the option of full sponsorship from FIA up until professional qualification by Yayasan Terengganu. Okay, so Yayasan Terengganu, this is only offered for UiTM students pursuing professional qualification. Okay, so you will do your first year FIA in UiTM Legon, then proceed to UiTM Shah Alam for the strategic paper. Okay, and also MARA sponsorship through their PROPI program. But then as all of these particular sponsorship, you need to apply on your own. Okay, because they are different entity together from UiTM, which means you need to apply for the placement in UiTM. Okay, you need to apply for placement in UiTM. So usually once you get the placement, then you apply for the sponsorship. Okay, so there are two things need to be done. Okay, apply for the placement, apply for the place to study in UiTM. Once you get accepted in UiTM, then apply for the sponsorship. Okay, so that's the walkthrough. Okay, on the financial aid. Okay, so requirements. Okay, requirements. Okay, so to study ACCA FIA from SPM, what do you need to score? Okay, for university level, okay, we have a very not so strict requirement over here. Pass SPM, okay, or equivalent with at least 5 credits. Okay, we have only 5 credits, but then obviously, due to the nature of ACCA FIA, that is very what can I say here? That is very mencabar, require very critical thinking whatsoever we do. Okay, have some extra requirements that we feel needed for that particular student before they pursue their professional qualification. Okay, so that is why, okay, we also have tests, okay, and interview, okay, before accepting student to the programs. Okay, and for ACCA, all right, for ACCA entry level, pass SPM again will be the same. All right, you need to pass SPM. So from diploma of accountancy ataupun diploma in accountancy information system, all right, you need the CGPA at least 3.0. Okay, or a degree. Okay, okay, with the CGPA at least 2.75. Okay, but then if you're coming from if you're coming from FIA, all right, coming from FIA, your ATM, yes, you can straight away pursue. Okay, so coming from others institution, yes. Okay, and your ITM foundation, okay, foundation, right, CGPA of 3.5. Okay, and MUAT must be band 3. Okay, and for A level, okay, at least A in two, okay, in two subjects, okay, all right, and pass entry point assessment and interview. So each of programs, okay, FIA and ACCA, we do have assessment and interview, okay, assessment and interview entry uh, before you be offered, okay, as the students. Okay, so this is our upcoming intake, all right. So upcoming intake, it's already, the application is already open now, okay, to all route of intake, SPM. Those SPM, you can use your trial results. Okay, you can use your trial results, okay, from diploma, from degree, okay, and it's already open. The application is already open, okay, and it's going to close on 20th, all right, on the 28th January. So please, all right, keep in mind this date, okay. Um, this is the contact. I mean, for nowadays, all this information can be easily Google. Okay, you can also Google Faculty of Accountancy Dungun. You can also Google Faculty of Accountancy Tapah. All right, but then this is our main center over here. All right, in Shah Alam. Okay, and this is the faculty. All right, at Puncak Alam. Okay. All right, so this is the upcoming intake. Okay, uh, for the first semester of 2024. Okay, basically April intake lah. Okay, for the whole program in UiTM. Okay, right. So I guess that's all for my session. Okay, I'll pass back to Nazrin. Okay, so hopefully you get information, you get some ideas and the highlight, okay, on the professional accountancy program. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Shafiq. Very informative, very detailed, very clear session, and I hope the talk has shed some light to all our participants here today, as well as parents, with regards to the ACCA FIA and ACCA program being offered at the Faculty of Accountancy UiTM. So thank you so much, Mr. Shafiq. All right, so dear participants and also parents, please take note that you can ask questions. So please type your questions at the chat box. And towards the end of our session, we will address and answer those questions. Yeah. So please, anything that you need to clarification. For example, if anything that Mr. Shafi has presented just now, and you want more further information, so you can ask at the chat box. Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, let's move on to the next part of our event. So allow me to share my screen. Okay, everyone. So dear parents and as well as potential candidates, let's move on to our next part of our event, which is the alumni session. All right. So this session will be like a borak-borak kopitiam lah, that we say session. So together with us today, we have two of our distinguished alumni, Muhammad Izzul Shahmi bin Faizul, who is an audit associate at KPMG Malaysia, as well as Nurul Lana binti Muhammad Naim, who is an audit associate at Ernst & Young, EY Malaysia. Well, very impressive. Huh? So let's delve into their minds and let's ask them a few questions. Yeah. So let's give a round of applause to Shahmi and Liana. Shahmi and Liana, are you here? Can you open your mic and camera, please? Okay, Liana, I see you. Hi. All right, Shahmi, where are you, Shahmi? Okay. Puan Aslinda, can you ask where Shahmi? Can you contact him, please? Okay. We have another alumni supposed to be with us today. Shami, are you here? Okay, hold on, Lena. Let me just check with Shami.
Hello.
Okay, all right, Shami. Okay, can you hi. Okay, we can hear you now. Can you open your camera, please?
Hold on.
Okay, sure. Okay, yeah, we can see you now. So first of all, thank you so much for being here, being busy auditors, right? Taking your time to spend time with us and also to basically tell us about your experience, not just at UITM, but also at the working life so that they can see what is the potential benefits that they can get from ACCA. So my first question to both of you is basically, how are you today? How are you? Okay, everything good? Okay, all right. So, dear participants and parents, both of them are actually my previous students, right? Okay, I thought both of them management accounting, very good, respectful students. All right, so let me just stop sharing my screen first so that we can see their faces more clearly. Yeah. All right. So, okay, now let's just go straight to the point. The things that we want to know from the two of you. So, let's start off with the basic question, which I think that everyone here wants to know is, can you briefly introduce yourself, including your background and also your current job role for Shahmi will be at KPMG and for Liana will be at EY. Okay, anyone can start first. Okay, maybe we start with Shahmi first.
So I'll just keep it really short. My name is on the screen, Izo Shahmi, and I jumped into ACCA in 2018 after I completed my foundation in science. And currently I've been working in KPMG for a year and 3.5 months. Currently an audit associate. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Shami. Okay, Liana, what about you?
Hi everyone, my name is Liana binti Mumanaim. I am an ACCA affiliate from Yat Inshallah. After I finished my study, I started as an account executive in commercial for about a year before I joined EY as an audit associate. Currently, I have been with EY for about 1.5 years.
Okay, all right. Well, very impressive there. Okay, so let me ask the both of you the next question. Can you basically paint us a picture of your journey from being a student in the ACCA and as well as for Shahmi, you were from, let me just check your resume back. You did your foundation in science at your ITM then KIL first, followed by your ACCA. And for Liana, you did your CAT, then you pursued ACCA at your ITM. So can you paint us your journey from being a student at those programs at your ITM, then entering into the professional world of auditing? So can you paint us a picture about that experience and what were the thrilling moments or challenges you encountered along the way? Okay, Shami?
Okay. So I started off really not knowing what I wanted to become because I was very jumping all over the place in my interests. So like everyone who doesn't really have a goal in life, I went to science stream and then I followed through that until my foundations. So after finishing my foundations, I really, because foundations are over and I really need to get somewhere in life. I need to see where my actual goal is. I started trying out accounting from my mom's recommendation. She was like, you don't know what you want to do yet, right? So like go, why don't you try accounting, right? So I went on a few websites on accounting and uh like did some mock accounting questions, and it really how do you say it piqued my interest because accounting in my perspective it looks a lot like law. So it, like
Interesting.
Yeah, and I'm kind of interested in law, but I'm not very keen on memorizing stuff, so I didn't take law. So looking at the IFRSs, IASs, it really looked like law to me, and it got me interested in knowing how these standards were actually made, how they actually came to be. So following through that, I gained an interest in accounting, and I saw that they had a lot of branches, not just fixed on standards. We have management accounting also. There's also forensic accounting, which is like cop stuff. So kind of interesting too. Yeah, so then after that, I took my ACCAs and I tried, like I said, I'm really someone whose interest goes really doesn't know any bounds. So I tried joining a lot of events, uh a lot of events, both internal and external from your ITM. And I followed through those events, and in time I gradually uh really the interest in accounting really went up, and my interest is more through auditing and also advisory. But yeah, I'm starting with accounting first, with auditing first and seeing how this goes lah. Mm-mm.
Okay, that's very interesting. It shows like you did take a bit of time. You took your own time to really learn what is your interest, and luckily it paid off. Like you finally found your interest, which is you learned that it's accounting lah. You had interest in law, but lastly accounting was the answer for you.
Mm-mm.
Okay, thank you, Shami. All right, Liana, what about you?
Okay. About me, unlike Izzul, another story, I really want to be a chartered accountant after my SPM. That is my final goal lah. Because I saw there is some section in the newspaper that there is a country need more chartered accountant. So that's the point of view when where I decide I want to become a chartered accountant. So since that I joined ACCA, I joined CAT and ACCA after I finish my study. I want to complete my 3 years work experience. So that's the reason why I joined EY.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for that answer. All right. I think if I can add another question, which I think many of the participants might be, in confusion lah with regards to this, to decide. Basically, what made you decide to go for professional accounting rather than doing your diploma or doing your degree and so on? Why go into professional program? Your personal reason. Okay, Shami,
Do it.
do it. Elaborate.
Okay. So
Okay.
I don't know if it's common knowledge to those still exploring, but it's kind of common knowledge to those already in the profession. Having a professional accounting certificate actually gives you a higher edge in actually having in promotion wise and in salary wise. So like rather than going for degree and you still have to take professional accounting punya certificates in the future, why not just start now, finish it now, and then just climb the ladder after? Yeah, that was personally for me lah.
Good motivation, good reason for motivation. All right, so Liana, what about you? Why professional accounting?
I think this is the fastest way to finish the fastest way to become a chartered accountant, because if I take degree, I need to do metric 1 year, degree 3 years, and then I need to have professional qualification on top of degree in order to become a chartered accountant. So I think I do this professional qualification after SPM straight away to jimat masa a shortcut way lah. I can say so.
Okay, time is always the essence.
Yeah.
Time is always key and important for many students, right? If we can find the fastest route, why not, right? Okay, so good. Thank you so much. Okay, so now let me just ask about your impressive roles at KPMG and as well as EY, because we know that landing a job in top-notch firms like KPMG and EY is not easy. So how did having a CCA qualification give you an edge in the job market, and in what ways do you feel ACCA is making waves in the industry right now? Okay.
To start off, having an ACCA qualification, like I said, it's actually quite a requirement when you want to climb up the job ladder in big firms. So like if you don't have professional qualification, you're kind of stuck at one place and you can't really go further in your job scope. So actually having ACCA beforehand, entering into the job market, it was actually more preferred for the employers because one, they don't have to keluarkan duit to sponsor your professional examinations, yeah. And then also having this professional accounting certificate, having that name, you're associated with a professional accounting body. It gives the employers more assurance on your competency in your technical knowledge and also how your work ethic goes lah. Because ACCA is ever evolving following the times, and it really how do you say? It really trains the students to actually be proactive, start learning, and be much more independent in solving issues and stuff. Yeah.
Right, very interesting perspective there, Shami. Okay, what about you, Lena?
I think I support Shami opinion because I think in fact in order to become a manager in the Big Four, the ACCA professional qualification is a must. Is is a requirement to hold a professional qualification in order to climb the ladder lah. I think that's
Okay, so that means those who enter into the firm without any professional qualification is a requirement for them to still pursue it part-time and so on. Is that
yes.
correct?
They need to study part-time lah on weekend and working on the weekdays, so it's very hectic. So it's a good wise choice to pursue professional qualification first before joining.
I see. So both of you were, when you entered into the firm, you're already at an advantage lah, basically.
Yes.
You already settled your professional accounting, therefore you just can concentrate fully on about doing your job lah, as auditors and so on. All right, so very interesting. Okay, so when I looked at your resume, right, so I just looked at your resume, I can see that Shami, you are very active in Apex, right? You were also the previous vice president, am I right, Shami? Okay, so can you, for those candidates who are interested to join our professional accounting program at UiTM, apart from the academic side, can you tell them about what is Apex and also what are your experience being in Apex and also what are the benefits that they can gain being in Apex?
So basically, Apex is the student body for the professional accounting students. So there's actually a student body for those studying in UiTM Puncak Alam, and there's a student body for those in UiTM Shah Alam. So Apex is the one in UiTM Shah Alam lah. Being in Apex, we were able to branch out with firms, branch out with organizations, and other bodies, also with the UiTM management in order to carry out activities for the students, carry out programs for the students. Like we also have like KPIs, so it's like not fully academic based. We also have sports based and other soft skills improvement based stuff. So yeah, it doesn't limit your scope to just knowing accounting and learning accounting. It actually broadens your horizon to see that there are other aspects in life that you should go through and not just stay in one place. Yeah, joining Apex was really fun for me because like I said, I got to branch out with organizations, with other firms, with the UiTM management themselves also. Yeah, it was really nice getting to know other people, getting to know others punya experiences, their life advices. That was like really something I really treasure lah.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that, because I can see that Apex is very active, right? You guys are very active in a lot of student events, and you also have very close networking that we can see, and relationships with the big fours, right? With all of the big fours. So before we go to Liana, let me just ask another question to Shami about the ambassador. Can you share with the participants about the ambassador program? And maybe shed a bit of light on that, which Mr. Shafiq did mention just now, but maybe you can address on your perspective about the ambassador program.
Can. So the UiTM ambassadorship program is basically it's a program by the firms themselves where they actually look for ambassadors in dalam kalangan the students lah. So what these ambassadors are able to achieve, before going there, what an ambassador is someone who promotes the firm, who actually has a connection with the people inside the respective firm they are with. So after getting those connections, they are also trying to introduce that firm to the other students and showing the students that I'm an ambassador for this firm and this firm is awesome. So like they also perform events on behalf of the firms and yeah, promote the firms in a lot of ways I can say. Yeah, you'll see when you join.
Yeah. So that means if you want to join the ambassadorship program as well as APEX, so please join our program and ACCFIE at UiTM, right? Okay, so Liana, from your resume, I can see you are very active at college activities, right? At College Roger, UiTM. So you are active member for student committee council, and also you are involved in rugby, the rugby team, like manager for rugby. So in your perspective, what about like apart from academic and also apart from the student association at UiTM department of accounting, what about the college activities that students can be part of if they join UiTM?
So I think I joined those activity to stay active because I want the college lah. Actually, I want the accommodation because if you stay active in the college, you will got the you can stay in the college. So if not, you need to rent outside of the UiTM. So it's very hassle lah to rent outside of the UiTM. So that's the main reason I keep active. And also I think I met a lot of people outside of our department. I mingle with other people, other students from different background, the art and design engineering students. So I think it's just like broaden my horizon lah, I think.
Okay, that's very interesting. And so I do find that all of these activities, like, it really builds your character, am I right? So macam it builds your soft skills, it builds your networking, because when through college activities, you're not just surrounded by accounting students, but like you said, with engineering students and so on. So this is another tip that's given by Liana to all of you here today, that if you want to be able to have accommodation at college, you need to be very active in college activities. So be like Liana here, all right, who is very active. I can see from your resume you're very active in college activities, so that's very interesting. Okay, all right, so a few more questions before we settle this we finish this session. I have a few more because there's actually a lot of things that I would want me, and I'm sure the others would like to know from you. But one of the important thing is that we know that with ACCA and ACCFIA, the journey will not be easy. All of us are aware of that. It's a challenge. It might be a challenging journey and also intense journey. But what Mr. Shafiq did mention previously is that it's still doable. You agree, right? It's a doable program. So my question to both of you is, how do you keep the motivation alive during your study journey? And any tips that you can give to our participants here today to deal with the challenging times in pursuing professional accounting program? Okay, Shami?
I think I'll let Liana start first lah.
Okay, Liana. Okay, yeah, we pass the baton to Liana now. Okay, Liana
Okay,
first.
okay. So I think how I can survive during my study, I think really have a strong support system from my family, from my friend, from my lecturer. I think having a group of friends that have final destination, the same final destination, just want to pass the ACCA is crucial lah, because if they study, I also will. Oh, I also want to study. If I saw they study, we sharing notes, we discuss any topic that we find it hard, we can discuss it together. I think it's really crucial to have a group of friends that want to pass together lah. And I think having a close relationship with lecturer also help me, because I think I have a few lecturer that I can easily ask if I didn't understand something. So I think lecturer in UiTM very helpful, easy to accessible, and very accommodate to the student. I think strong support system is the answer lah, the reason why I can survive in my study.
Okay, very interesting. Yeah, good support system. That's very crucial, right? Not just, amongst friends and amongst lecturers and so on. Okay, good. And also lecturers, as I know, being a lecturer at UiTM as well, we try to be very accommodating to the students, especially because now with technology, it's very easy to ask question. Do you agree? Dulu zaman dulu nak jumpa lecturer kena ketuk pintu ke office lah, baru boleh jumpa and tanya, betul tak? Sekarang ni with technology, it's as easy as that to get answer. Am I right? So you can just, some lecturers are very accommodating. Sometimes you ask questions at WhatsApp. We will try to answer the question and help you. And also, I know that many of our lecturers as well, we have consultation hours. Okay, we have consultation sessions, especially with those who need help. So I do agree with what Liana said as well. Many efforts are being done as well from the lecturer to help the students. Okay, all right, Shami, what about you, Shami?
I let Liana speak first because that was my same point. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So instead of answering that part, I'll answer the second half lah, the tips to aspiring students. One kata-kata that actually really masuk dalam hati lah was one quote from one of my lecturers is, korang ni tak reti move on ke? So like nampak kan? It's like really kenapa lecturer tiba-tiba cakap macam tu dalam kelas kan? So it's actually because she noted that a lot of the students were struggling because they were hung up on questions for too long of a time, and maybe like even in exams you're taking too much time answering one question when you could actually be doing another question after that to maximize your marks. So the art of moving on is the art of actually knowing your limit, knowing when to stop and start seeking help. That's one perspective lah. In the exam perspective, it's just knowing when to stop doing that question and moving on to the next question so you can maximize your marks. So speaking about the part where I said knowing your limit and knowing when to seek help, it's actually a really big thing that also increases your motivation. Like it doesn't downturn your motivation suddenly, because usually when you're stuck on a question, you're stuck on a situation that you don't really know how to handle it. You've done your research, but you still haven't gotten to an answer that you want. You can always reach out to your support system. You can also reach out to your colleagues, to your lecturers. So that tip to actually know when to move on is not to know when to stop and just give it up, but it's to move on to the next step, which is going around asking for help. Yeah.
Oh, that's a very interesting perspective, and knowing when to move on and also when to seek help. So maybe I should ask that question as well to my students next class. Okay, do they need to learn to move on, right? Because I agree regarding time. Because dear participants with ACCA, it's an ACCFIA is 100% examination. So you just imagine, like 100 mark, for example, for strategic paper. Okay, for SBL, for example, 100 mark question, integrated case study, you need to answer in 3 hours, 15 minutes, right? So you have to plan out your time, like what Shahmi mentioned just now, plan out your time for each question. And then you have to know when you have to move on, okay? Move on to the next question. So time, I guess, is always crucial in anything that you do, especially in ACCA and ACCFIA time, right? Agree? Time is extremely crucial to plan your time. Right. So thank you so much to both of you. So I guess time is not our friend, but I do have one very last question to both of you. Like, what advice would you like to give to our potential students who are considering ACCA and ACCFIA program at UiTM? Especially those who aspire to follow a career path similar to yours, like entering into these big fours like KPMG and EY. What is your final advice to all of them? Okay, maybe pass the baton to Liana pula. Okay, Liana?
Okay, I think my last advice is I think ECCA is well designated to be applied knowledge. Is we not only just learn the theory in the class, we also apply it throughout the case study. So I think similarly in the professional setting, working life, we also apply what the standard. We also apply the standard in the real life. So I think this is a really good opportunity to you to discover it's really good opportunity to discover new knowledge and apply it accordingly.
Okay, thank you so much, Liana. Well advised. Thank you. All right, Shami?
To quote one OK Rock, the concert that I went to last night.
Okay. Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So to quote them, don't be afraid to dive. Be afraid that you never tried. So if you have an opportunity, if you have an interest for something, just go for it. Whether it be like maybe the opportunity comes up for a mock interview with firms. If it's an event by the firms that you're interested in, don't be afraid to try. Just go for it because you won't regret something if you've already tried it lah. I mean, like, what's the word? There's this one basketball quote. It's like you can't miss a shot that you don't shoot. Uh,
Oh,
was it that lah?
Thank you.
okay.
I don't
That's
remember lah, tapi lah.
interesting.
It's like that lah. So like you just have to try. If you're interested, do it. Just go for anything you want and see where it takes you lah. Because everything builds your character up. And as a plus point, more experience means more stuff to talk about in an interview lah.
Okay, wow, that's very interesting. I can see that you're very into like motivational quotes and so on, right? Okay, so that's very good. Yeah, that's very good. It's very interesting. Like in the end of the day, you can't be afraid to try, and at the same time, you need to believe in yourself. That whatever it is, if this is the path that you're taking, it's meant for you, right? It's supposed to be meant for you, and you should just do your best, right? In anything. Okay, all right. I wish that we had more time, but thank you so much, Norliana and also Muhammad Izzul Syahmi for your time with us today. But Syahmi pun baru berbalik dari konsert pergi konsert semalam, sempat lagi ambil masa untuk pagi ni untuk bersama dengan kita for this session. So thank you so much for spending time with us. And I'm sure that for all of us here today, our participants as well as parents here are very impressed with all of your academic experiences and industrial experiences, and hope this can be like an inspiration for everyone here to pursue ACCA, to take the opportunity to be able to work at renowned firms like both of you, okay? But don't go yet because we have one final session, which is the Q&A session, all right? Okay, so thank you so much. Let me share my screen for a while. All right, dear participants and also dear parents, let me share my screen. Okay, so we are at the final session of our event here today, which is the Q&A session. All right, so there, if I'm not mistaken, there's one question at the chat. Okay, first of all, let me I mean, call back our our speaker, Mr. Shafiq and Dr. Hazlina. Can you please, are you here? Can we have our coordinator? Okay, coordinator, Dr. Hazlina and Mr. Shafiq, our speaker. Mr. Shafiq, are you here? Okay, Dr. Hazlina is here and I think Mr. Shafiq is here as well. All right, good. Okay, so I think there's one question at the chat. Let me just address it. Okay, the first question at the chat is it currently still possible to buy a BSN PIN number for online application? Since I just got information about this application. Maybe we can have Dr. Hazlina or Mr. Shafiq to answer this.
Boleh dengar? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can buy the PIN number from BSN because we already opened the application. And as mentioned earlier, the due date, right, for the application will be up till 28th of January. So still have about months to go, right, for you to complete the application.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Dr. Hazlina, do you have anything to add? Tak ada. Okay, all right. So moving on to the next question.
Yeah,
Okay, so,
actually,
sorry. Tak apa, Dr. Hazlina, sambung.
Mr. Shafiq already shared, okay, the poster for the application, okay, starting from October 2023, okay, until 20th of January. All right, so you can buy now, okay, from the number. If let's say you are from SPM, okay, you can use your trial exam result, okay, your SPM trial exam result as well. All right, okay.
Okay.
So
All right.
hopefully this is answering Miss Siti Aisyah Khairuddin, yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we have a question for our alumni, both of our alumni. Yes, so it seems that both of you are already graduated from ACCA. So what are your tips in scoring good results for ACCA? Okay, Syahmi, Aliana. Okay, maybe we can call Liana first, then Syahmi.
I think in order to scoring the high result, I think we need to do a lot of past question. I think past year question I think practice doing a lot of past year question really helped me to understand the gist of the subject. I think only that for me.
Okay, doing a lot of past year questions, right?
Yes,
Agree, a
yes.
lot of practice. Okay, Syahmi, what about you? Any tips for our participants here?
I would say for those who are more keen to reverse engineering, where you take the answer and then you relate it to the question, I would say going through the marking scheme for exams is quite a really good thing to do lah, because the marking scheme actually points out the points that you need to actually score the marks, and it also points out common mistakes, and sometimes it can also include like some not random lah, actual intellectual knowledge that you may not have known before this. Yeah, so going through the apa tadi, sample answers, going through the apa tadi, what did I say, what's it called?
Marking scheme?
Yeah,
Marking
yeah.
scheme,
Going through
yeah.
the marking scheme really helps.
Okay. If I can add what Syahmi said, I do agree with marking scheme and such, and together with examiner reports. Do you agree, Syahmi? Examiner reports. Now that is a very crucial documents ataupun resource lah that we say, because dear participants, for your information, for every exam sitting, okay, sometimes they do it twice a year, or maybe certain subjects you have 4 times a year. The examiner will prepare a report based on the exam. okay, based on the previous exam, and they will give tips and also what are the reasons why students answered poorly or answered strongly and such. So to add with what Shami said, together with examiner report, so if you use that, you can use that to your advantage lah, to score well in the CCA. Okay, all right. So we have another question from the chat box. This is from Arisha Ibrahim. Hi, I'm from CAT route. What option should I choose from the website Borang Permohonan since I could not find the option from my route? Dr. Hazlina or Mr. Shafiq, can you answer this question?
Yes, Nazlin, please
Uh-huh.
repeat the question.
I am from
Sorry.
CAT route. I am from CAT. What option should I choose from the website Borang Permohonan since I could not find the option from my route?
If CAT actually professional from other university or other institution, there is any yeah, one item means have you go through the online application? Who actually asking the question,
It's
Nazrin?
at the chat box. It's at the chat box, Doctor.
Can you hear me?
Yes, she answered yes. Yeah, we can hear you, Doctor. She answered yes at the
Box,
chat
huh?
box.
Okay. I check in the website. Okay, so you must choose, okay, professional qualification from other institution. They're supposed to be in the option from the route. Yeah, can you
Okay.
find that one, Arisha
All right.
Ibrahim? In the options given. Yes, eh? All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Hazlina. Okay, so the next question is to our alumni. This was from the Google form response that we got. What are the tips that you can give to enter into Big Four? Okay. Liana or Shami? Maybe Liana, can you help answer this question for our candidate?
Wait, can Syahmi first lah.
Okay,
I need
Lepas
to
tu
think.
Syami balik pula. Okay, Syami. Okay.
I see.
Alright.
I would say having a impressive resume really helps. Like seeing that you are actually active in doing stuff. So it really gives assurance to the employers, to the Big Four, that you're not someone who is just fixated on studying sampai habis. So because in the Big Four, I'm pretty sure it's the same for all Big Four lah. We have other events, other things that happen in the firms themselves. So like the firms usually want someone who can be let's say an all-rounder lah.
Okay. All right, interesting. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have quite a number of questions. All right, so the next question that we have, this one we can address to Dr. Hazlina and Mr. Shafiq. Okay, andai kata selepas FIA tak nak ambil ACCA dah, boleh ke terus masuk degree lain, contoh business management? Kalau tengok yang ni, selepas FIA tu dapat diploma accounting and business. Anak saya tak ambil account SPM, tengok tu ada assessment and interview nak masuk, tanya soalan account ke, general ke, macam mana? Okay, Dr. Hazlina or Mr. Shafiq?
All right, so the FIA is actually the foundation for accounting for, okay, the route is for ACCA. Okay, so before this FIA, the name of FIA is actually CAT. All right, so the route is, you cannot go to another program. Okay, so like your mentioned just now, diploma accounting or diploma business. Okay, this is just the route for ACCA. Okay, whereby FIA for 1 year and CCA is straight sitting supposedly 2.5 years. All right, so in total, altogether is 3.5 years. Okay, then ACCA so is actually the degree qualification. Okay, it's a degree, right? Okay, and then about the interview session, yeah, okay, it's not just for from SPM, it's not just for accounting background. Okay, you may also come from a science stream. All right, and then the question is general. We have knowledge, okay, general right? So for interview, just a basic, okay, we just want to ask a basic question lah, all right? So not basically on accounting, okay? Not to worry about that. Yeah, okay, perhaps it's clear.
Yeah. Thank you,
Shafiq,
Dr.
do you want to
Hazlina.
add?
Yes.
Yeah.
For the questions on whether you can pursue other qualification after FIA, that's why we have that particular slides just now, whether FIA is suitable for you or not. Okay, because like I said, FIA, ACCA is very tempting. All right, due to the time, due to the speed of time of you completing programs, due to the recognition that we'll get. However, once you choose to be in the program, it's do or die. Would I say that way? Shami, agree? Liana, am I right? It's just that once you get into the program, you need to put your hearts out, right? Because it is challenging, but it is doable. And the end result so would be I believe that both of the alumni is enjoying the end results now. Okay, but then you need to really set your mind if you do really wants to go to venture into FIA, because you, like Dr. Hasina said just now, the name is already FIA, Foundation in Accountancy, just for ACCA. So that will be the catch. That is something that you need to further study, further discuss with parents, and your ability as well to eventually be consistent, all right, to in study up until the finishing line.
Yeah, okay. And also it's the shortest way, all right? 3.5 years, okay, you can get your ACCA, all right, in accounting. And then, all right, our graduates is very marketable, okay? Even your final semester, okay, all the before the cari you, okay? So this is actually the what we call the best part lah of doing ACCA, okay? So you have to committed, okay, when you do your ACCA, right?
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Hazlina and Mr. Shafiq. Okay, this is a question from the Google form, which I think we can address to our alumni. Since both of you are already in the job market now, so can we, the question is ACCA more marketable compared to Bachelors of Accountancy? What's your opinion on that? Okay, we can pass the baton to Shami dulu pula. Okay, boleh?
I think like yes. Short answer yes lah. Yes.
Okay, more marketable, more marketable basically. Okay, Liana, what about you?
I think yes, and the professional qualification got higher pay compared to degree lah.
I see. Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that answer. Okay, so we have a few more questions. Okay, this one I think we can address to Dr. Hazlina and Mr. Shafiq. What are the differences in terms of the benefits of pursuing ACCA and the ACCA Accelerate program? So I think this candidate wants to know what is the difference in terms of the program and the differences in terms of the benefits that they can gain between both these programs, ACCA and the ACCA Accelerate. Okay, Dr. Hazlina and Mr. Shafiq.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So basically, the Accelerate program, okay, actually given by ACCA to our UITM students. All right. So they can apply within the period of degree. Okay, their degree in accountancy. All right. So within the period, you have to apply. You cannot apply after you grad from your degree. Okay. So once you apply that Accelerate program, okay, so there is a duration, okay, given by the ACCA that you have to do or pursue your ACCA after you grad your Bachelor of Accountancy, okay. It could be right after you graduate. It could be one after you graduate. Actually, there is a period, okay, that you have to comply. All right. So what is the benefit? All right. Normally for Accelerate program, okay, the exemption fees, okay, is very much cheaper, okay, lower, okay, as compared if you don't have this ticket of Accelerate, okay. So if you did not apply for this Accelerate program within the bachelor, all right, so you apply as usual. You want to further study for ACCA, okay, let's say after graduate, okay, you want to do ACCA with us, right? That one, the exemption fees, okay, exemption fees okay, from your applied skill paper, because after degree, you only have 4 papers, okay, to complete it, especially a great degree in accounting lah, okay, degree in accounting, okay, from your ITM, you have 4 more papers, so this one, you have to pay for the exemption fees, okay, for the previous papers, all right, for the applied skill paper and for knowledge paper. So the amount of exemption fees is normal, okay, it is about, if I'm not mistaken, 4 or 5 plus, okay, of 1,000 plus, all right, so if you apply for the accelerated program, okay, and your intention is to continue with the SCCA, okay, the exemption fees is cheaper, okay, very cheap. Yeah, that is what I can say, the difference. Okay, so if you want to apply, better apply before you grad, okay, Bachelor of Accountancy. Okay,
Okay, Mr. Shafi, do you have anything to
right.
add here?
I guess Dr. Hasina has brief, okay, anything involving the accelerate program.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Shafiq. All right. We have a few more actually. Next question, I think we can address to our alumni. Okay. Now this candidate wants to know your personal opinion. Okay, because both of you did your ACCA first before joining audit firms and applying for jobs, right? But for this candidate, she or he, sorry, is asking your personal opinion on whether to pursue ACCA immediately after completing a degree, or is it better to gain more work experience first before pursuing ACCA? Now, maybe you can give your opinion based on what you have viewed from your colleagues and so on, and your personal experience relation as well. Liana?
I think I will go to finish my professional qualification first before comes into working. Because I think it's quite hard to juggle between working in weekdays and study in the weekend. I think my colleagues so hectic. Coming to the peak period, they are so occupied with the timeline lah.
I see. Okay. Thank you so much, Liana. What about you, Shami? What do you think about this question?
Same opinion with Liana, but just to add on I think it's quite something common when people are starting, people who are already working, trying to complete their professional papers. It really takes quite long I can say, sebab I can see from my friends, from my friend punya friends, and from colleagues and colleagues punya friends also. Some of them are actually, they are pursuing professional papers, but they haven't completed it in quite a long time due to the struggle of juggling .
I see. I guess it's a struggle of juggling in terms of your studies and also your job and also your personal life as well. So it's not an easy task to do. I mean, it's doable, but again, it's you decide whether you want to go for it or not, right? I think that's what you mentioned. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. So we actually have a few more before we end this event. Okay. So this one we can address to our coordinator and as well as our speaker. I will address both questions together. Okay, the first question is, can I do ACCA part-time? And for part-time, how is it different in terms of the classes and timetable? So that's about the part-time. The second question is, if I have completed, if I'm going to do my ACCA, will I have any industrial training or internship? Okay, so maybe we can pass the mic to Mr. Shafiq about the part-time and about the industry training.
Okay, can I answer
Okay,
this?
yeah, sure, Dr. Azlina.
All right. So, for ACCA part-time, we just offer in Shah Alam, all right, and only for the strategic paper, all right, strategic level, which is if you have finished, okay, your ACCA paper for the knowledge level and also applied skill level. Okay, so you only have another 4 papers. Okay, all the papers actually have been discussed by Mr. Shafiq just now. Okay, the paper that you have to take if you want to pursue this ACCA. Okay, so we only offer for last 4 papers. Okay, and then the class is during weekend. All right, normally Saturday for 4 hours. Okay, so only those who eligible, only 4 paper left. All right. So those who still have applied skill, okay, still have, let's say, you are not from accounting, you are from degree in finance. Okay. Normally there are about 1 or 2 papers in applied skill that you cannot be exempted. Okay, you have to take. Therefore, applied skill and also for another 4 for strategic paper. Okay, so these two, okay, we only offer for full-time, not part-time. So make sure you have to check with the ACCA exemption calculator. Okay, you can go to that website. Okay, ACCA website, and you can type that one, ACCA exemption calculator. Okay, so if you exempted for the whole papers applied skill, all right, so you only left for 4, then only you can go or apply for part-time. Part-time or full-time, you still use this application online.uitm.edu.my. Okay, still in this period as well. Okay, there is no specific open for those who want to take part-time. Okay, so when you apply, okay, there is a mode of study, you have to click PLK. Okay, pelajar luar campus actually, PLK, because ada juga yang tanya saya, okay, what is meaning of PLK? Okay, they taught PT part-time. Okay, so you have to click at PLK if you want to apply for part-time. Right? Am I answering the question, Nazreen?
Yes, doctor. The second question is about, will there be any internship or industry training for ACCA program?
No. Okay. There is no, it's like a practical, right? Okay, practical training.
Yes, practical training.
Yes. Yeah, there is no practical training. Okay, so as long as you completed all the papers, okay, from the knowledge level, applied skill level, and then the strategic level. Okay, and then it could be go for internship after you graduate. Okay, to the big 4 company and so on. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Okay. Thank you so much, doctor. Anything to add, Mr. Shafi?
I guess once you already completed with your ACCA, you just straight away join the corporate world. So that's the part where ACCA doesn't really require you to do the internship. Okay, unlike degree or diploma, some of the diploma required, but then for CCA, no. All right, you just simply pass your exam as fast as you can. All right, get into the working environment. So from there, you're going to build your career lah. So there is no need for internship.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much to all. Okay, let me just do my final check. I think we have addressed almost every question, but let me just check at the checkbox again if there's anything else. Okay. Okay, maybe Dr. Hazlina, Arisha has commented at the chat box. She said that, sorry for my following previous question. The option available only for whom have Sarjana, Muda or Diploma from other institutions. But for me, I'm only with a CAT, so I don't have Sarjana, Muda or Diploma. So what option should I choose? Okay, Dr. Hazlina?
Just now, Arisha is from CAT, is it?
Yeah, she's from CAT, the CAT program.
Okay, if there is not in the option, maybe you can go for the code is ZA, which is peringkat asas or foundation or asasi. You click that one.
Okay, all right. Thank you,
Okay,
Dr.
Arisha?
Hazlina. All
Is
right.
the option is there? If not, you can contact number lah. Okay, can get
Okay.
contact number. Okay.
All right. So she said, I see. Thank you. So she has already, I think she's aware already from what is said already, Dr. Hazlina. If anything, Arisha, if you have any further inquiries on this issue, maybe you can contact the Department of Professional Accounting Studies at the number that was displayed by Mr. Shafiq just now during his presentation. Okay. All right. So I guess, again, time is not our friend. So we would have to end the session today. So first of all, I would like to give a big thank you to everyone involved today. Thank you so much to our main speaker, Mr. Shafiq Haris, and also to our 2 distinguished alumni. Okay, which we are very proud to have both of you today, because you are basically one of the products that came out from our ACCA program. So thank you so much to Nuruliana as well as Muhammad Izzul Shami. Thank you so much for being here. And also thank you to Dr. Hazlina, our coordinator, who basically led this event today. All right, and also on behalf of our committee, we would like to thank everyone for being here and sorry for any shortcomings during this event. And so that's all. So it's my pleasure to be your MC for today, and I hope all of you have gained a lot of information from all of our speakers and alumni. So we look forward to hear from all of you soon. So do consider our program for your future studies. All right. So that's all from us. Thank you and Assalamualaikum. Right.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Good meeting. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for having us also.
Thank you, Shami. Thank you, Lena. Semua. Thank you.